town.
No? Yeah, there it goes. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh. Microphone difficulty after all this. Hello. Okay.
And Ambrose is covered.
Sunnyvale, USA. Population 1,526 minus 1. The town mourned their loss with a touching candlelight vigil held in honor of the murdered third grade teacher, Miss Langenkamp. After a not-so-touching speech from the mayor, in which he ensured commerce would not be stopped in the town, and a strong warning from the local sheriff, the gathering dispersed. Everyone returned home, a little more cautious, and a little less trusting of their neighbor. Hello everyone, welcome to Vorpal Tales. We are your one-stop shop for all things TTRPG. We present both awesome adventures, terrifying tales, and all game types in between. Tonight, we will be playing the amazing 80s slasher movie-themed game from Onyx Path Publishing, They Came from Camp Murder Lake. Joining me tonight are an amazing group of role players who will fill the role of victims again, townsfolk in our campy slasher movie. Players, introduce yourself for the players for the people at home. Let them know your name, where they can find you online, and who you will be playing this evening.
Hey everybody, I'm Ambrose. My pronouns are he or they. You can find me all over the internet as Changeling, because me, Changeling. You can also find me on Etsy at Thornkind. And tonight I shall be playing Brent Todd, whose pronouns are he, him.
Hello to all the people watching tonight. My name is Devin. You can find me online at Sort of Silly. And tonight I am playing Jacques the Jock. And to all the players tonight, hi.
Well, hello there. My name is John, otherwise known as J. 3 billion. Pull up a chair and come in close, because I am playing our one and only Joker tonight.
And I am Steve. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me online at Voodoo Arcade all over the internet. I'll be your storyteller this evening, and I'm sorry I was just mesmerized by John.
Why?
Your seductive voice
Thank you,
is working. Alright, so...
We're all going to Gehenna tonight,
Oh no.
because we were just rated by Gehenna
Gehenna Gaming. Welcome.
Hell yeah!
Welcome
Thank
to our
you.
Friday the 13th stream. Thank you all so much. However, we Vorpal Tales, we can be found on Twitter, Instagram, all over the web at Vorpal Tales. If you like the stories we tell, please consider checking out and subscribing to our Patreon. Any level of support is greatly appreciated. If you wish to interact with our survivors, join our Discord. Join an amazing, supportive, and inclusive online community. We wouldn't be able to survive the long winters without our sponsors, which include QUEmpire.com, small company making original dice products for your favorite RPGs and card games. Use code VorpalTales for 10% off. Hit Point Press, known for various reference cards, but also for creating the Humblewood and Heckna campaign settings. Visit VorpalTales.com, click on our affiliate link, and anything you purchase, a portion of it will benefit the show. And tired of boring plastic dice? Want to be more than just a dice goblin? Well, now you can change that by picking up a set of Norse Foundry metal dice and roll with the authority of the God of Thunder. Visit our partner, NorseFoundry.com, and use code VORPALDIE to get 10% off your entire purchase, and let everything from your battle axe attack to your insanity roll be punctuated with that satisfactory... Metal dice are so cool, and Norse Foundries are incredible. Check them out. Alright. So, with that having been said, who remembers where we left off?
Or was it There's a
I'm in the
fucking
basement.
trap in the house because that shelf was obviously rigged.
What's a rig against your delicate sensibilities?
I'm not really sure
Shut
what
up,
you're talking
Joker.
about. Always.
Jacques, why don't you give us
You
a
got-
why don't you give us a play-by-play of how your trip to Miss Langenkamp's house went? Specifically.
Okie dokie then. So we all showed up at the front door of Mr. and Mrs. Langenkamp's house, and while we were there, Joker tried to go straight in the front door. That didn't go out too well. So me and Brent here, we decided to circle around back, see if we could figure out a way to get into this house. And I guess Brent found himself a basement window and tried squealing his way into there. As I went around to the back, and wouldn't you know it, they had a sliding glass door. And those babies, they're just so nice to open up because all you gotta do is just pick them up, and then they just slide so darn good. So I let Joker in, and I heard Brent over there shouting that he was being grabbed by somebody. So I sent Joker off to go to the basement and maybe figure out who's down there, don't you know? And then I went outside through a window and tried pulling Brent out because he was looking like he was getting snatched down into the basement through that window, since he went feet first for some reason. And well, then with I mean, I don't like to brag, but I think I did pretty good pulling him up. And then Joker, well, he fell face first into the basement, trying to get down there, because I heard the clunk, clunk, boom, boom, ow! And I knew it was his face because it sounded pretty hollow. And that's exactly the way faces sound. And then he flicked the light on, and he realized that, Brent was caught on a cabinet. And then we were all down there in the basement with the cabinet, and
I mean,
Look, it
at
was
least I didn't let you just sit there for 5 minutes. I could have done that.
But wait. There's
It
one
was
more
a-
thing, because
it was a metal
almost
shelf.
like a hockey stick was up there, except
Terrifying
it had
metal shelf.
this
Blade
really
on it.
sharp blade on it. Yeah,
It was an old time.
you could poke your eye out with that, don't you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, it was a metal shelf, not a cabinet. And not only that, Jacques, you forgot the fact that there was a door click noise. Someone's in the house. Probably the murderer.
That's
Oh, yeah.
right. That's
I'm
right.
in the basement. Someone's in the house. I now
Well-
have a
well,
scythe.
We're all in the basement, and
I bet he set up that metal shelf.
Yes, he definitely
And,
set up. Wait, hold on. We are.
Brent, I'm gonna give you your props. You were right. That was a metal shelf, and you would know you were in it long enough.
Yeah, because it was rigged.
Yeah, it was completely 100% rigged against you. I mean, otherwise, how could they have caught someone so athletic? Obviously.
I wasn't
Can you
caught.
be sarcastic, Joker?
Would I do that to you?
Maybe.
Wait, was I caught by
guess
the
we'll
metal
never know.
shelf and I didn't remember?
So the
Wait,
three
you're athletic?
the three of you are bickering in the basement, still trying to kind of get the grasp on what it is that is going on. Nothing has gotten to the point where you wouldn't be acting exactly how you're acting right now. And
I think we'd be telling each other shush a lot more too.
however, it's now you've heard that door close. You've heard a click. Again, this was above you. And now you are hearing as feet are walking across the roof above you, what would be the floor of the first floor and the ceiling of the basement.
Does that sound like a robot to you guys?
I don't know what a robot sounds like except for on the TV.
Exactly.
It hasn't started making its way downstairs yet.
No, it's
It's on the first
it's
floor.
moving around on the first floor.
Oh.
Shut.
Shh. I walk over.
Shut the fuck
Is
up,
the
John.
light? Is the light on the bottom or is the light on top?
The light?
Yeah.
In this basement, there's like one long fluorescent light against one of the walls that kind of casts this weird, eerie, artificial light across the whole room.
Yeah. No, but like the switch.
Oh, the switch. The switch is at the. Remember, we said it was at the bottom of the staircase on the pull strings to make life as difficult for
Yeah.
Joker as possible.
Yes. So I'm gonna run over there real quiet, and I'm gonna pull that drawstring.
Okay. You said you're going. You said you're going as quick as possible.
Quiet.
Quiet. Oh, the other Q word. All right. Interesting. So why don't you?
Not to be confused with Q, the interdimensional being.
Oh, yes. Why don't you roll me a dexterity and a... Oh, that's not a thing.
I mean,
I really
it would be
want to
athletic,
buy us.
like-
Yes, sorry. A dexterity and...
No,
Unless you want it to be a larceny.
I would take larceny or survival for stealth.
Okay. 10 was roll again. Right?
Yes, we're gonna do 10 roll again, yes.
Okay, that's good. Three successes.
Three
Off of
successes.
110.
All right, give
Hell
me
yeah.
1 second as I'm looking here. What's this? What does this thing have?
That almost feels like bad luck protection for you.
You see, dice
It's
like them
Devin
better than the
protection.
digital dice, because the digital dice seem to want me to die.
So you never did.
I have died plenty of times, thank you very much. Every time I go to bed.
Okay,
It's not death.
so
That's
Little death.
that's putting you in sleep mode.
you needed 1 success. So you succeeded with 2 extra. So you have two extra successes at this time. Anything stunt-wise you want to do using use larceny, correct?
Yes, you had me use larceny. Let me take a quick look at what the stunts are
Okay.
for larceny.
And just turning off the light, probably nothing too crazy.
Yeah, but either way. Larceny is simple. Nope, that's influencing the law. No. I don't see
Okay.
anything here for this one.
Okay, no problem at all. So you sneak across as quickly as you can on your toes. You know, and you're using kind of like a side shuffle, move that you would do in practice. And you get to the light and you click and you turn it off, and you hear the footsteps across the floorboards, and it stops when you click the light. And starts moving in the same direction, so it's not like it didn't alter its course based on what you did. So it doesn't seem as though it noticed you moving or hearing the light click or noticed the light itself turn off. However, the three of you are now cast in complete darkness again.
I can't see.
Okay, so stupid question time. Feel free to stupidly answer. You know how there's shades of black? So
Mhm.
you have the black that's inside the house, which is completely non-existent light, right?
You are not only in a lightless room, but in a subterranean lightless room because you're in the basement.
So that
And
was
it's
what
dark
I was
out.
getting to. it's dark out, but it's also like, is there any moonlight? Can I see any window?
So the small window that Brent tried to sneak through and tried to come in, you can see the light of the next house kind of just flickering in that. So that would give you like a direction, but it's not casting you any light in the room.
And this window is big enough he tried to fit inside it.
He tried to squeeze through it, and it's the one that he got stuck in and had to be Jacques pulled.
Correction.
So did he get stuck,
I
or did he
didn't.
get caught on the
I got
cabinet?
caught on the shelf. Metal shelf. Did not get stuck
There's
in
a
the
slight
window.
distinction. It is kind of important. That's why I'm asking.
But
Okay.
you still needed to be jacapulted.
If you are going to try to get through that window, it will be difficult.
Okay, that's what. Yeah. All right. So was it like a so?
Think of it this way.
Does this
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
does this stairwell like immediately connect to the back door?
No. So remember, you came in through the front door. There was a door on the right that leads to like a kind of coat closet, and then the next door you would open, and that would lead down. So the stairs to the basement are actually closer to the front door than the back.
Okay. I think our best bet is to just kind of time this right. I mean, maybe we can just fucking bolt for the door when he goes upstairs or something.
I don't know about you guys, but I figured we'd just kind of hang out. He might be going back up the stairs, and then we could just, sneak around the house a little bit more and find that bedroom and do the picture thingy.
I
That's what the Joker just said.
Seriously though, who the fuck is that?
Oh, does she have a
Like,
husband?
wasn't she? She was a single woman, far as I know.
You start to hear the footsteps coming back from whatever. So it walked above you, kind of moving left to right, and now you hear the footsteps coming back right to left. And it stops just above you.
I hold my breath.
A little bit of dust floats down. Ambrose 1, John 2, Devin 3.
Oh God.
I'm still actually away from them by the light.
I know.
Okay.
Ambrose. Brent. You're in the basement, regardless of where, who would you be closer to? Jacques by the light switch at the foot of the stairs, or Tom, Dick, and Harry, or would you say kind of more towards the center of the basement, kind of towards maybe, or closer to the window, Tom? Is that kind of
Closer to the
Yeah.
window. For
But
me.
I'd be like trying to case out whether it's worth getting through that window or not.
Okay, so that's kind of the spread here. We got Jacques at the base of the stairs near the light switch, and we've got Tom by the window with Brent. You're kind of closer to him. And you're kind of like looking, you're kind of trying to figure it out. And you look up, and when you hear the footsteps stop, and then just a little bit of dust. It's into your nose.
Cover that shit with like 5. Nah, goddamn! I don't yell. I don't
Well,
yell out. That's
before-
just John.
Before the sneeze actually comes out, I need a resilience and You know what?
It's
Resilience
resolve.
and integrity.
Resolve.
Resolve?
Yeah, resilience is the line.
Resolve, sorry. Resolve and integrity, please.
Shut up, Brent.
Integrity.
I'm looking for something physically.
Brent's never been to Tegrity, much less in it.
Ah. Wait, what?
Let's see. This goes.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it
Okay,
now.
so that is 110
Reroll the 10.
and then
Blowing
an 8.
Wow.
I do have 2 1s, however.
Okay, that
Ones don't do anything
doesn't
here.
affect you. Okay. Alright. So, you. But you're able to hold it in. So, how do you hold in your sneeze?
Wait, I did that beautiful theatrical sneeze.
You did.
For no
Yeah,
reason.
and he's asking you to pinch it.
Pinch it off like a good love. Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
I couldn't help myself.
Holy crap, I almost peed myself.
Ew.
Tom like gets a little bit of a glimpse of what's happening with the puffed out cheeks in the window, and he like his finger is like 1 inch from your face, trying to give it the old. Don't know why he would do that, but he can't control himself either. He has low self-control.
Touch my face, I swear to God.
He'll be swearing to God. Question mark.
Shut up, Joker. No, really, shut up.
Shh, 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 shh.
You hear. It comes to the door at the top of the stair. Jacques, you can see that the light just beneath the door at the top of the basement stairs gets that telltale 2 shadows as someone is standing right in front of it. The handle starts to turn. Opens.
Takes those 2 steps so that he gets out of range of being seen directly down there.
Okay. All you can see is this silhouette. The light behind this person shines down into the darkness, but that gives them that shadow that just crosses over the front of their face and their body. You can't make out any particular details of who this is, but it's a nondescript, average silhouette. And he takes a step forward onto that first sort of like half-step landing leading onto the stairs. Steps down. You can see stops. And the shadow kind of leans one side, leans to another. Ding dong! The front door rings. The shadow stands there for just a few more seconds, looking into the shadows, looking into the darkness. You hear knocking on the front door. Police, open up! And with that, the shadow turns and walks back up the 2 steps it took down, closes the basement, but this time you hear a telltale click of the door, and then a turn click of a lock on the outside doorknob.
I think he locked us in here.
Shit, Jock.
Okay, so I had grabbed the scythe. Like fucking like, where does the window lead to? Is it just the backyard?
Side kind of alley
it's the
between
side
the
of the
2
house.
houses.
Between the 2 houses. Okay. So it's not an immediate view of the front door.
Brent. You're gonna have to go first.
You are the biggest here, so get you.
I'm gonna help push you up, so you're not gonna get caught in a shelf this time.
Get caught on the shelf this time because I'm not going in blind.
Well, yeah, that too, because it would be really weird for you to go in through your feet
Okay,
first.
hey, how's this? Brent, get your buff ass up there so we can get the hell out of here, okay? And with that, like, joke, I am going to give him a buff. Using... Where is it? My pep talk. So you get a +2 to you get a +2 enhancement to your next roll.
So walk me through the plan one more time. Sorry. I know you're giving a bonus for 2 enhancements.
I think the plan is
The
just to
window.
get the fuck out the window.
Like, I'll help push them up, and then I'll be last through.
So, okay, so Jacques, you're going to be the step, and you're going to push, and Brent's going first, is because you're giving...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so... Alright, and how are you giving that enhancement again?
Through pep talk, I believe, is my enhancement feature.
Okay.
I'll
Awesome.
have to look it up in the book, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Excellent. Give me 1 second. Just want to double check. Why am I forgetting if enhancements are
Extra dice.
Extra dice, that's right. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
enhance are 2.
2 extra
Like
dice.
it has enhancement too,
Alright.
so it gets 2 extra dice.
Awesome. Okay. Alright, so we've got a couple of things waiting in the wind for you, but that's what, so Jacques, you go up to the light next to the window, and you do that brace, you put your hand on your knee, and you kind of do a little bit of a squat. Brent, so they've told you that you're going to go first, and Tom has given you, that pat on the back. Good job, you got it. However...
Oh, and we're wrong. Enhancement is if you roll at least 1 success.
Then you get 2.
Yeah, you get
more
enhancements.
successes.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
couldn't remember. Okay, perfect. Okay.
I guess it was just extra dice. The other one's extra dice. I just don't remember what it's called.
Okay. All right. So, as you are in a void, and Oh, every one of you. Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
When that door was open, can Jacques have been looking around to see if there was stuff actively in the way or not? Or
Well, normally yes, but you've had some points spent against you.
oh,
So,
Betty.
everybody.
Oh, there we are all dead.
You go to get against the wall, and Brent, you are coming up to do your first thing. But remember, there's no light in the room. All you can see is that little slit right at the top that you're trying to get to. It's not enough to shine in. It's like that kind, like it's it's the light at the end of the tunnel almost, right? And so as you're walking, you're reaching out. You're trying to find Jacques, and Brent, you poke Jacques right in the face, right in the eye. Give me a close combat and a might, please.
He can just poke his eye right out. Jeez.
And Jacques, the only thing that you are getting poked because of the points spent, so you will need to give me stamina and stamina. That's all you would get as a defense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, this is my stamina roll.
I know, it's massive.
That is 3 successes on my stamina roll.
3 successes. Brent, how many?
I am a hardy feller.
How many successes for you, Brent?
Oh crap. Sorry, I was paying attention to chat. What do you need me to roll?
You missed the entire thing.
You are currently poking Jacques in the face, trying to
hilarious.
Find him in the darkness. Okay?
Okay.
All
so
right.
Dex, I'm assuming.
Uh-huh.
Got distracted by the clap of the ass cheeks.
God damn it.
So I need close combat and might from you, please.
Oh my god. I succeed on these. Oh, that sounds so much. It's 8 and above. That's a success.
Yes.
That's not a good face. That face does not inspire confidence.
Did you just roll 4 10s in a row?
Oh no! I'm sorry. I turned it around. Holy shit! That seems like a great roll. Tell us.
Do I lose an eye here? Does Jacques die because Brent pokes him in the eye?
Just like
what?
The figure just keeps going.
Is Brent the real killer?
Don't worry, I'll avenge you. I have sight.
We need a number, Ambrose.
Ambrose. What are you doing, Ambrose?
Oh god.
The ass cheeks were too powerful.
Dude.
The clickety clap of that slappity slap.
Am I dead?
2 9s and 3 10s.
So 5. Did you re-roll the
Did you
10s?
re-roll your 10s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you roll them again? Because that does happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so 5.
Alright. So 5 total against you. With your 3 stamina, you take 2 damage.
I lose an eye. Jacques can no longer play hockey because he no longer has depth perception.
You take this finger like right into your eye, and it's like poking in, and Brent is trying to pull himself up using you as a step, and he doesn't realize like what he's doing. So here's where we're at. You have 2 options. Or you have a couple of different options. How do you want to handle this? How would you get Jacques to stop, or do you want to just take it and let him use your eyeball as his climbing point?
Hold on, wait.
Sorry.
Wait. I think I want to use. Let me see if I can do this. A cinematic.
Okay, cinematics.
Because this will be a fun cinematic because it's. Let's see. Well, I would suddenly be wearing something else, so would that be counted as costume change?
You can do a costume change if you think that'll help, absolutely.
Oh, it would, because remember what I said last week to you in the side about wanting to steadily equip Pocky gear throughout the entire thing?
Yes.
I want to suddenly have a helmet.
Okay.
With the shield, so it technically gives me armor.
Okay. So you cannot have a okay, here's what you will get. You reach for something and you try to and you find something that you realize you can kind of get onto your face quickly, right? Well, I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet.
I know what it is.
Well, I think I do too. Welcome, Big Dad Industries. The rating party is 7. No segue there. Hell yeah.
Yep, bunch of 80s nerds.
Okay. Alright. So. Hold on. I just want to do a quick check-in with somebody very quickly, make sure we're all good with what's happening. Safety in gaming is good, guys.
And that's going to count as a wardrobe change, correct? So 2 rewrites. Everyone's fine with that.
I'm good.
Okay.
Kind of want to like.
All right, so here we go. All right, so you slip something over your face, and Brent, you feel something kind of like slide between your finger and what you thought was Jacques' shoulder, but you don't think much of it, and you are able to get pushed up. That was Jacques' bad mojo thing. However, Brent, now it's your bad mojo thing. So, as you get pushed up and you go into the window, you go up, and now you reach out. You get one hand on the ledge near the window, but then your other hand reaches up and touches that goddamn metal shelf. That same metal shelf you've been kicking and fighting against that whole time. And when your hand touches it, you feel something's loose. So give me a athletics and a dexterity to see if you are able to get your hand off of it in time, or if you pull this shelf off the wall trying to climb. And this is going to be hard, so you need at least 2 successes to succeed.
And you thought we subverted Doom. How dare you?
Only one.
Only one. You are not able to meet the DCs, but that is a rewrite for you in your writer's pool. So make sure we track that. However, and you go to pull, and everyone just hears clink, clink, as paint and tools and all of these things get pulled off the wall, and the cover is blown. What are you doing? And you hear for the first time voices in front. What was that?
Hide.
Go, 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 go. and
The
I
window?
push
Yes,
I
run,
push
go.
Brent up even harder,
Okay.
kind of like forcing him through the window.
Athletics and might, Jacques, is you're just force pushing Brent through, and you can have a +1 enhancement because Brent is actively like pulling himself and helping. I'm assuming, Brent.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so you can have an enhancement on top of that.
That's a 1, a 2, a 3.
1, 2, 3.
3 successes. You push Brent all the way up and through, and Brent, you squeeze through it. Like your clothes are scraped a little bit. You've got some rips and some superficial cuts, kind of going through such a tight space, but no damage, nothing like that. And you like scurry and climb out and roll to the other, and like kind of roll away and look back in, and you're trying to like see your friends and reach down and help, just scurrying to try to get out. Jacques and Tom, you are still in the basement when you hear, was probably nothing, just something fell in the basement, I'll take care of it.
I'm gonna help people up through the window.
Okay.
I'm gonna once again just basically reach down, and the position to help somebody alley-oop up, except I'm going to take Joker's foot and basically do the same thing. Just chuck him up there through the window as best I can.
Okay.
Yep, I bet go.
All right, same roll as before. However, this time I need you to also make a resolve and an integrity as you hear this argument starts to break out outside the door. No, I'd like to see it, please. No. We don't have any reason to search this house. This is a crime scene and you're here.
Resolve and integrity. So you want that first?
Well, yeah, I want it from both of you to see if you're both able to do your side of things. Joker, it's for you to, climb correctly, and for Jacques, for you to hoist him up without getting distracted by this.
1, 2, 2 for the resolve integrity.
Okay, that's enough.
I have 3.
3 successes?
3d10s.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I wish. Yeah, alright.
Any successes, Tom?
I am really just trying desperately to find power that'll help me here. I don't think it's there. Okay. So yeah, that happened.
Okay.
That's a natural, 2 natural ones.
So that is
and
that
no
is
successes.
So natural ones do come into play. They don't remove successes, but if you roll a natural one with no successes, that is going to be a fumble, critical failure, however you want to phrase that.
No.
So I'm going to give you some options and role play as
okay.
you see fit. So you can do one of 2 things. You can engage with the conversation that's happening up by the door, or you can continue to try to push through and escape, but you're going to make life very hard for Jacques.
So
Because you're not helping him, you're distracted by this thing. And what you're hearing up at that door is, again, just like, no, officer, sheriff, you can't come in. Thank you. You get out of the way now. I'm coming in.
It's not. Oh god, I'm gonna get this guy killed. Yeah, alright, plausible deniability. I am gonna do good things, and fuck it. Come hell or high water, I'm gonna do something bold. I'm gonna yell, "Why are we locked in the basement?"
What the fuck, Tom?
Brett, Jacques, you hear Tom yell very loud and audibly, "Why are we locked in the basement?"
Why? Okay, why am I locked in the basement? Go get the fuck out! Go.
I want to follow suit with what I was doing except now it's going to be whether he wants it or not. I am picking him up and chucking him in the window.
Okay.
I am Supermaning
All right.
Tom, Dick, and Harry out the window.
So he is not able. He is actively. He's not only is he able to not help you. He is dead weight. You are forcing this. So you are picking a grown person up through this window. So you're gonna need
the defenestration of Joker.
Not by not by choice. Joker would love to help.
Of course. With the failure just by itself would have been 1 extra success needed. With the critical failure, you are going to need 3 successes minimum to get him through the window.
Can I use my powers?
Can I make it close combat instead of athletics? Since I'm trying to actively fight with him to get him to throw him through the window?
No, because that would be a damaging attack.
Okay, alright.
How many times can I use a power during?
Which power?
A trope.
How many did you say I needed?
3.
3.
Ew!
10s are glorious. I lie. I like the rerolls.
Rerolls are good, right? Okay, tropes. I will have to look up if tropes are the once a story or if as many times as you need to.
Tropes.
Go.
I think that one's the any time, as long as.
Yeah, I think trademarks are the ones you only get once per story.
Yeah,
and tropes.
Trademarks are once a story. Tropes are. It gives you a thing on them if you can use them more than once.
But at this point in time, you don't need it. You get grabbed by Jacques, who lifts you up by the waist and just like almost like gorilla presses you up through the window and just forces you through. Brent eventually grabs one of your arms and starts pulling you through.
I'll turn around, dude, saying if I could help.
Yeah, so you're both kind of at the window, kind of reaching down because you have to deadlift Jacques up as he kind of helps, kick up the wall. But it's at that point you hear bam, thud, and then clunk. This massive thud hits the ground.
Come on, let's go. Somebody killed somebody. Let's get the fuck out. Shut up and move.
Well, we wouldn't have to do this if you didn't yell.
He was coming in anyway. Let's go. Come on.
Click.
He's gonna die anyway.
Click.
Come on, Jacques. Let's go.
I'm trying. This wall's a little slippery.
All right. I need Brent or Tom. You will need to roll the athletics and the might this time to pull Jacques up. And Jacques, I need you to roll integrity again to see if you are looking up at that door or if you're focusing on this.
I have 3 total dice for this roll.
Okay.
How is yours, Tom?
Mine is 2. Can I assist you? How does assist
7
work?
up, right?
Assist would be that you can provide Brent with 1 enhancement, and Jacques will provide 1 enhancement if he makes his roll. Just 1 to stay focused.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I have to roll mine and
2.
assist Brent. Then.
All
But
right.
it's 7 and up, right?
8 and up.
8 and up. Okay.
Yep.
Still 2.
Okay, 8, 9s, and 10s are successes. So Brent, you are going to roll with 2 enhancements. So as long as you get 1 success, you'll get to add 2 to that number.
Okay, so I got 1 success of my own.
Okay, then that means you have 3
Yes.
successes.
Oh,
Yeah,
the enhancements are just +1 afterwards.
yeah.
sweet.
Enhancements are not extra dice. Enhancements are if you roll 1 success, you add that to that success.
Oh, even better.
Mhm. But if you roll no
There's a 9.
successes, the
It
enhancements do
matters.
nothing. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So with
Can I
that,
choose to look back anyway.
yes, of course. So you are getting pulled, and you're going through, and at the last second, you turn over as you hear clunk, as something is rolling down the stairs and hits the bottom of the hits the garage floor as you are going through, your pants get caught on that metal shelf.
Motherfucker! The goddamn shelf!
And they pull you through the window at the last second. And as you peer through, last second before you can't see the basement anymore, the light turns on, and you see the sheriff's dead body at the base of the stairs. Your pants rip and fall, staying behind in the garage.
God.
However, luckily, Jacques, you always wear your 80s practice shorts under your pants.
Of course.
Well, that's where I keep my jock.
So, Brent, Tom, for the first time as you pull Jacques out, you see, standing before you, shirt ripped from all of the chaos, nice, tight, almost booty short-esque 80s sports pant short, and a goalie mask that Jacques was able to successfully put over his face.
Dude, that's creepy as fuck. Where'd you get... Okay, not the time. Let's go. Move.
I
We
might
gotta...
be into that.
I don't really give a shit. I am gone.
You hear a window open behind you.
Run!
What the hell's going on out here? What's all this commotion?
Jacques will immediately look directly at them and not say a word.
Huh?
Is this next door?
Run, Jock, run!
I start booking it directly at them because I'm presuming that their window is bypassing. I'd have to bypass them to get to the street and book it out.
Oh no! So, the Langenkamp's house, this person's house. You're in that area between houses.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I'd have to run past their open window to get to like the street and run.
Yeah. Okay. So they're like,
After creepily staring at them for a minute, I am going to just immediately go from creepy staring to straight sprint. So it looks like initially I'm running at their window, and then they scare the shit out of them.
They scream and slam their window, throw their curtains, as the three of you book it out of the alley back into the main street.
We gotta get to the police station.
Does anyone
What's
look?
the fucking police?
Hold on. Again, Brett 1, Tom 2, Jacques 3.
Goddamn.
2. Tom. You look back one last time at Miss Langenkamp's house, and you see in the corner, well, not in the corner, in the window, the front window facing out towards the main road, a face you've seen before? You know this person. It's a man, and he's just staring cold and blank. And then you have to break it as you run, and you just can't focus anymore. And you all book it from Miss Langenkamp's house.
So is it like I have an inkling of this guy, or I know definitively that's him?
We will see, as we will have to investigate who that man was. See if you can recall who it was. So, where do you wish to go with everything that just happened to you?
I'm gonna have to ask you guys. You guys have a change to break this, and I pull out a $10 bill because we need to go and we need to make a call. We need to call the cops.
We need to go to the cops. It's the only safe place.
Yeah, but he doesn't know who we are. So if we just call the cops, then he won't know who will call the cops. I mean, we're just kids, guys. I mean, I know we're adults now, but we're just kids. This guy killed somebody. He killed a cop.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why we need to go to the cops.
Well, which is faster, call the cops or to go to the cops? I mean, they're pretty far away. We still
Call
gotta
the
run.
cops and then run to the station.
Okay. Well, you guys, can you break a 10?
I've got 50 cents.
Yeah, I have like $1.
Where's the payphone?
I don't fucking know.
To the police station. Let's go. Unless this is the 80s, so is there like party lines here, or is this like individual? Are we in the age of individual lines or party lines at this moment?
Oh yeah, are you asking me like if one house would share the line across the house, basically?
Well, if one block would share a line, or just one house.
I think by this point each house had its own line. Or I mean, at least would like come in from the main like line and then go out to each house.
We need to get this. We need to get far away from this motherfucker, and then why don't we just ask somebody to use a phone? Everybody's got a phone in their house. We should just fucking ask.
So it's closing in on after everything that happened. It's closing in at about 11 o'clock. Well after curfew.
Holy crap, guys! Yeah, curfew.
What the fuck do we care about curfew? We just saw a man get murdered.
Yeah, but then we'll be in trouble.
Because we're not in trouble.
He doesn't know who we are.
Look,
He
I'd
saw
rather
my
get in
face
trouble
at least.
for a curfew thing. Go to the police station, tell them what happened. Be like, yes, we were out during curfew. We were wanting to try and catch the killer. Well, and then we found out this guy. And then we just tell them.
Or what if we just say that we were dared to go there because we were?
Who cares? We'll get in trouble either way.
Yeah, but it'll be less trouble. Let's be fair.
Yeah, but my dad's will kill me if I get in trouble. Especially with the
Okay,
cops.
so your dad will kill you.
Fine, Jacques.
I mean,
You go
especially
home.
after growing up in the mean streets of Quebec.
Oh yeah, mean streets, I'm sure. Quebec. Ah. Don't believe you.
Look,
So-
okay, so
where have you guys gone to have this conversation? Like, are you still walking
think
down
we're
the
still
main
walking,
street?
yeah.
Oh yeah, we're still
Okay.
going.
Yeah.
So
We're
like,
like
It's
jogging
that
at this
rolling
point.
conversation.
I got you. Okay, so y'all are walking, and it's not a busy like place. It's 11 o'clock, but like every so often, like a car will like drive by, like maybe one every 4 or 5 minutes.
So Jacques, you want to go home? Go to the fucking go home.
Well, I mean, you can call the cops from home. Where
Somebody's
we can
gotta
lock
submit a
doors.
report. Really wasn't if. Look, that guy broke into her house. She was a single woman.
Lots
Unless
of
she
people
had a
say they're
fucking
single.
roommate. Unless she had a fucking roommate that nobody knew about. That guy broke into her house. And he didn't seem to have any qualms in killing anybody. What I'm saying, locked doors might not be the solution. I'm just saying that we should probably go to the police.
All three of you can give me a All three of you can give me a culture and a intellect roll.
Culture and intellect. Oh,
Okay.
jeez.
I actually have points in culture,
Me too.
A point in culture, which
Okay.
works with my
Same.
point in intellect.
Okay.
So I have my 2 dice.
Good job.
With 1 success.
Hey, all right.
You know more than I do.
Tom, any successes?
No, I mean I got a failure, but I don't know what that means for this. Like a crit failure.
That's okay. This
I got
isn't-
1 success.
For a knowledge check, I don't know how much.
Yeah,
that
I'm not
is.
gonna start punishing you for a knowledge check like that. Okay. So 2 success for the whole group. Okay. You kind of are all thinking through this, and just it's kind of like just a quick check-in thing. So well, first off, just reiterate, you saw the sheriff dead. The sheriff is the one that fell to the bottom of those steps.
We have another law enforcement agency here.
You know that the local cops, right, in this area, you probably would we call I'm gonna call this one of those errors in movie making. They're gonna call him a sheriff, but he'd probably be more equivalent to a chief, for a local police division. This is a happy, young, this is a happy, crime-free, good neighborhood. You've only got 2 other
3.
cops here, 2, maybe 3 deputies in the whole town.
Yep, that's what I figured. Fuck.
Oh crap, that means we have to deal with Carl.
Carl, got him.
I like the chief. I really like the chief. The chief was good people.
Yeah, emphasis
Chief
on
even
the
agreed with
was
me that
there,
the mayor was an
Joker.
asshole. Yeah, it was fun.
We gotta get off the road though.
Gotta get weapons.
I mean, shot in the fucking dark. What if we just go to the theater? The old abandoned theater. I know a way in.
But why are we going to a theater? We need to get 2 cops. Whatever cops are left.
Yeah, got Carl. Carl's what's left. And I mean,
There's Carl and there's Steve.
and
Wait.
Carl does not like me.
What if we go to the punks?
The punks?
Yeah.
What are the punks
There's-
gonna do?
I don't know. They're kind of like law enforcement in their own way.
I mean, kind of, if they were older and they had badges like the police do.
Well, I mean, we can always just hide out at the gym.
What, and never go home?
Are we looking for a safe place, or are we looking for try to report this person?
Well, like I said, we can call them. I mean, even if Carl answers, at least they'll know.
Alright, let's give him a call. There's gotta be someone here with a fucking telephone. I'll wake anybody's ass up if I have to.
I will double check. Are there any payphones so that we don't have to talk to people?
This is suburbia in the housing development.
Okay.
So you're not in town square where there would be payphones. This, everyone, if you need a phone, you have your house. You would expect that you got it in your house. So since you're in the housing area, no payphones out on the streets.
Is there anybody with as we're walking past, any lights on in any windows?
No, this is a good neighborhood. They go to bed by 10.
There's at least one nocturnal.
Hmm.
Can I roll? Can I roll for nocturnal?
No, but you could spend a writer's pool point to rewrite
think?
the scene.
Yes, no.
Sure. That means we have 1 left.
Oh, we're down to 1 now? Okay.
Oh, well, we were down to 1 before, and then we failed to roll.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah, so I would like to rewrite this scene where, we're walking down the street, everything is dark, and then it just immediately hard cuts from us to Jacques. Jacques has a very surprised look on his face, and then the house right next to us, which is what was in full view of the first camera, immediately the light turns on, or the light's always been on.
Okay. Oh
and so
no,
it's
it
like,
definitely turns on in the background as you say that.
and it's like, okay, well, all right, let's just go fucking ask this person. I'm just gonna knock on the door. Okay, all right, stop me if you think it's a bad idea. And I start walking towards the front door. Knock, knock, neighborhood asshole here, Tom. My parents hated me, so I'm Dick and Harry too.
Well, at least you're not a hairy dick.
No, but I'm a hairy wizard.
Okay. Okay, so you you go up to the house that turned its light on.
Yes.
Okay. You make your way down a driveway to this house, and this, again, you're in this housing development, so it's, you know, it's in this nice area, but, you know, it's kind of set off at the end of like one of the plots. So even though it's in this development, it's a little separated from everything else. And you make your way up there, and are you knocking on the door? Are you ringing the doorbell?
Does it have a doorbell?
It
If
does.
not, I'm
Of course, it's 80s suburbia. It has a doorbell.
I'm gonna do what they do in all the old films when they're really fucking mad, is they do both. They're really fucking like worried. They ring the doorbell, pound on the door. Hey, open up, ring the doorbell, pound on the door.
You walk over. You walk over. You do that. You're like ding 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 ding, and you just kind of, you know, you hear some movement behind the door. You hear, you know, someone kind of gets up. Hold on.
It's gonna be the one guy without a fucking phone.
And you know, you hear it comes over and click and unlock. The door kind of pulls in, and you see this very old, almost gray skin man with thinning like, you know, that combination of thin and bald hair, you know, bald headed with thin hair, and just back here it's kind of long and spindly, and he's just like bony and almost like you know, like skin sunken in but also like loose off of his face. He just kind of peers. What the hell are you doing at my door at this time?
Look, I am super sorry to bother you. We have to call the cops. There's been, and I don't know if it's I don't know what happened. I didn't actually see it. All I know is that it's quite possibly someone has died, and I need to use a phone. Can I call cops? I need to call cops. Let me call cops, please.
Someone died.
That other than the death earlier, yes, someone else has died. It seems. I don't fucking know what happened. I'm just really freaked out right now. Can I use your phone?
Jacques is going to slowly walk up behind Joker just to join in.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm slowly walking up behind Joker wearing a hockey mask. And
No, God.
so, can we use his phone? Joker.
I'm trying to, like, he doesn't seem to be fazed by the fact that someone else has died and is possibly and or dying. I don't know what else to say. Can I use your phone, please? May I use your phone?
We think we know who is the killer, at least where he is.
Well, we know where he's at right now. He's...
Interesting outfit you're wearing there.
I got it from
Yeah,
the killer's
he's
house.
from Canada. They look that way all the time up there. Can we use
It's a
the
cultural
phone?
thing, okay?
And he kind of grits his teeth and he peels his lips back, and he just has these deep yellow stained teeth. Come on. And he just moves out of the way and starts walking back into the house.
It's great. We changed one killer in for another. It's great. Okay. Where's the phone? Where's phone? Phone.
So the three of you enter the house.
I will. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Jack will
Jacques?
do that thing where,
Not really
As-
thinking about it too hard.
presuming he's the last one in, he will do that last look as he's looking out. And then close the door quietly behind him.
As you scan, I'm glad you did that. As you scan, you can see a car is driving very slowly from the direction that you came from. And kind of stops, not like fully, but slow and then slower in front of each driveway. And stops and slow rolls across this driveway. You can see that there's a shadow sort of silhouette, and it just... and then speeds up and drives off.
Oh, he clocked us. Fuck.
Absolutely nothing to see here.
And with that, the
Door is
three of you
closed and
enter
it's locked.
this. With that, the three of you enter this house, and the door closes with a quick and sudden thud behind you. And with that, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break and return for this special Friday the 13th / Saturday the 14th edition of They Came from Camp Murder Lake.
Oh yeah.
Please stay tuned. The horror is not over for the evening. Trust us. We'll be back.
No one's even lost an eye yet.
And we are back. Thank you all so much for sticking with us through our commercial break. We are returning back to They Came from Camp Murder Lake, Summer's Axed. When we left off, our courageous young people had just witnessed their first murder. The local chief of police / sheriff has been killed by some sort of figure, an unknown man who was inside the house of Miss Langenkamp, the recently murdered third-grade teacher that the entire town was mourning. As they escaped from the basement of the house and made their way away from this murder house, with Jacques wearing his wonderful hockey mask and athletic shorts. Our heroes have made their way into the only house with a light currently on. It is past 11 p.m. and well beyond curfew. So who is it that has let them in? We will have to see. So, as mentioned, this man who opened the door for you, he has this almost paper-thin, kind of sagging, but sunken skin, no hair going very far back with sort of this back, sort of Picard, horseshoe, but like long, but like it's long, like it kind of, but it's thin and kind of like, wispy.
Piku?
Again, the color of his skin is gray and almost, ashen. His fingernails and his teeth are stained yellow. And he smells a little bit now that you're inside of his house. And he walks in, and everything is this sort of like disgusting yellow, hue to it. He walks in, it's still clearly in that 60s or 70s sort of like linoleum look with like what were once vibrant, bright colors but have all faded and have again this film of yellow over them.
Sir, where's the phone?
Phone? Come in, y'all have been a stressful night. Sit down. And he kind of, again, he's old, he moves slow. He walks over to the living room and he plops down on his recliner. Come in.
You have a phone, right? You're not one of those like houses that don't have a phone. You got a phone, and not like a telegraph or anything, right? Sir?
Let's see what's on the radio. And he kind of leans his arm out and he turns the radio on. And it's a very kind of old-timey, one of those wooden sort of arched radios. And he kind of turns the dial and this sort of slow, melodic violin music starts playing. Ain't got no phone. Ain't got no TV. Don't need them.
Well, we kind of need a phone to call the cops. There was a murder.
Yeah? You mentioned that.
Yeah, someone murdered the sheriff.
Okay. I hear you. I'm sure. Y'all are telling the truth. We'll take care of it. Alright? Just y'all come sit down.
No. No, there's no time to sit. We gotta call the cops and then get home.
This guy's giving me the same vibes that one dude gave when I went to church.
You knock on my door this hour, I offer you a seat. You ain't gonna take it.
Well, no, we entered on the premise that you had a phone.
You entered on the premise that you need to get off the street.
Well, like, yeah, kinda.
So,
Yeah, but we could really
I
use a
will
phone
slowly
because
sit down.
that's a good boy. Sit down.
I mean, what are we gonna?
I mean, look at Jock over here. He's wearing, like, those are some Daisy Dukes right there.
Yeah.
You really want that on your nice couch?
You walking around like that at night telling me someone's been murdered.
Yeah.
Son, you know you got something covering your face.
yeah, it's a hockey mask. I play hockey.
Yeah, it saved his eyeball. I almost poked it out on accident.
DM, can I randomly pull out my hockey stick?
Yes.
I suddenly am carrying a bag of hockey gear, and it has my hockey stick with it wrapped around by the handle, and I'm like, yeah, hockey, little stick and puck.
Never got into that myself. More of a football
Oh,
man.
you really should. It's so much fun. You get to run around or skate around on the ice, go so fast, and it's so nice and cold.
Ain't it summer?
Well, I mean, there's roller hockey too.
Yeah. Like those roller skaters skating down the street.
And then you get to play with a ball instead of a puck, which is really cool because it makes you get really good wrist shots. And I pull my ball out too. Start stick handling in his house.
No ball in the house. Put it away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I shoot.
He's got a few of them though. You gotta watch out.
I shoot the
for
ball
Jock
into the
and all his
bag.
balls.
He looks at He looks at Tom. Why don't you tell me about the murder?
I mean, what is there to tell? We were told that if we could get into a party by showing up with a photo of in this dead person's house, this woman's house, maybe it was in bad taste, sure. But we went there and we got in the house and
So you broke in
yeah.
to a crime
Yeah, we
scene?
broke in. We were trying to see if we could find the murderer or clues anyway.
Couple junior detectives here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we know the
And when you
police
say it
won't do
that
their
way-
job.
With that, he reaches over and he pulls out a cigarette and lights it. You're right. These cops ain't very good at their job around here, are they?
Not really, no.
So yeah, we came to the house and then for some reason a policeman came in after us. Fast forward to we getting locked in the basement and the killer was out talking to the policeman and the policeman decided that he was going to try and come in the house and the killer killed him, and that's when we jumped through the window and he threw the body down into the basement. So there's a chief. The chief's basement is dead in the basement of this lady's house, and help. I don't like you. Why do you do that?
What's so funny?
You three. You expect me to
What?
believe that the sheriff showed up at a house you broke into and some super serial killer took him out as you made a daring escape?
I wouldn't say daring. I'd say running for our lives.
Yeah, I know it sounds like some sort. Oh, sorry, Joker. Go ahead.
Oh, daring implies that we were trying to impress someone or something. No, we were running for our fucking lives, and we almost, like, I'm pretty sure Brett just saw a car drive past here too. It looked like they were looking for people. It might have been him.
He smiles and he leans in very close, and you see all those yellow teeth grinning big at you, Joker. What are you saying? That this town's got serial killers right under your nose this whole time?
Well, at least one. Kind of just back just a little bit.
Wait a second. You said plural.
Shut the fuck up, Brett.
Run! Run! Guys, run! Run! Brent's gonna take off.
And as you turn to run off, where are you running? Back towards the front door?
Yeah.
There's this big, hulking, 6'5", broad-shouldered, masked man in front of the door, holding just like a big baseball bat with barbed wire around it. You're not going anywhere.
Where'd you come from?
And he's gonna step forward and cock the bat up at you. Alright.
Ah.
So, let's do a quick initiative.
Initiative.
How do?
Good question.
I'm guessing
minds,
it's
no?
Dex plus probably athletics.
Alright, initiative is either going to be the lower of your athletics plus your cunning, or your empathy plus your dexterity.
Did you say empathy plus Dex?
Correct. Athletics plus cunning or empathy plus dex.
I don't need to question which one that's going to be.
Interesting. The lowest of.
The
Oof.
lower. You
Yeah.
have to- yeah.
Don't need to question that. I know exactly which one I'm getting.
Athletics.
I have
Do we
two.
tell you?
Athletics.
Yeah. Do we tell you the amount of dots we have, or do we roll?
You are rolling. The number of successes is the character's tick rating.
0.
A 5 and a 1.
Ha, I got a 6 and a 1.
So no success, no success.
Nada.
Tom, 1. Okay. Alright, so who had the higher dice pool total? Jacques or Brent?
Brent, I won.
Okay. So the two killers will go first. Brent, or then Tom, then Brent, then Jacques. Okay.
Brent, then Tom, then Brent, then Jock.
No, it's the two killers, then Tom, then Brent, then Jacques. You have received a punch the tentacles. So that is going to help you out. All right. So again, Brent, you were the one that bolted for the door, and this big, beefy, hulky guy comes up and just takes a big swing at you with this barbed wire baseball bat, and comes in. I'm going to take a close combat of that. That's a lot. I'm going to need more dice.
It's like Negan meets Jason Voorhees.
Dice.
Odd duck dice. The oddest of ducks. But the nicest of dice. The full D20 set comes with its own caltrop, which is definitely, indeed, certainly,
You could kill somebody with that thing.
affirmedly. Yes, you absolutely could.
Or they could kill themselves just by stepping on that damn thing.
If you look at it, you will gain 1 point of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, odd duck dice, as Mel said. The nicest duck and dice.
Okay, so, Brent, as this bat is coming in to hit you, it's coming right for your head. So when it comes to defenses, you are able to decide what type of defense you want to use. Are you going to try to just cover up and eat the damage and, like, you know, tough it out? Or are you trying to, you know, dodge and get out of the way? That's going to affect what your roll is.
I want to dodge.
You're going to dodge.
Or
Okay.
try, anyway.
All right, then you
Die
need
try.
to roll. You need to roll. Make sure I get my wording right here. Dexterity.
Plus anything?
Nope, just dexterity.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. Okay. I got excited. I choked on my own spit. Rolled a 10, and I rolled an 8. Fuck yeah.
And you re-rolled the 10?
The 8's the...
The 10,
yeah,
okay.
The 8's the re-roll, sorry.
Awesome. All right, so that's 2 successes, which eats up 2 of the damage that the killer dealt as he hit you for 4 successes. So,
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
take 2 damage as you try to kind of like duck out of the way, and as you do, you kind of cover up, and the bat hits your hand, and like it crushes like one of your fingers and takes a little bit of skin off as you try to get out of the way, and you're scurrying underneath, under that. For every... Ooh! Interesting. Awesome. All right. From there, the old man actually pulls out a smaller knife from his recliner and jumps up over out of the recliner towards Joker, who is sitting in the chair across from him on the couch. He does not hit quite as hard, but he's not exactly a slouch. Okay. 1, 2.
I like to imagine that this entire time Joker's just been spinning his scythe around that he's carrying.
And he's definitely been like, doing one of these with it. And just
Okay.
like,
All right. So, with that, he definitely hit you. He got 3 successes. So I need you to either roll dexterity if you're trying to dodge, or toughness if you're trying to block.
no, those are
Stamina,
great.
you
Or
mean?
stamina.
So if I dodge, I don't take any damage. But if I try and soak it up,
Both of it's trying to basically get rid of the damage.
Yeah,
You negate with
this-
successes.
Yeah, this is your defensive roll. You are either using dexterity to dodge or toughness to.
So do you have more dex or do you have more stamina?
yeah, they're both the same. That's what I was asking.
Oh.
If there's any like special rule to it or something.
Dealer's choice.
I mean, there is in regard to like the stunts and things you can do. So it's just kind of what you would prefer to do.
I have 1 success.
Okay, so you take 2 damage.
Now, what happens when I get to the end mark of just a flesh wound?
So when you get to the end mark, when you fill in the entirety of just a flesh wound, that means that you now have a +1 to your archetype die. So any skills that you got from Wild Child, you are getting an extra die in. So you're let's see, that's Brent. So nope, that was Brent I'm looking at. You are here. Let me take a look at your sheet. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay. So I'm not sure which ones you took for Joker specifically, but basically any skills that you got points in from Joker specifically, you would get a +1 die to right now.
Okay. So like quips and tropes?
No, this would actually be for your skills. Like your die pools
so
for
like
your skills.
your persuasion or your larceny.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
Whichever.
it has to be whatever you put it into.
Yeah, so if you look under Joker, whatever skills those were, those are what we pulled from. So let's take a look here.
Yeah, that's the reason why I marked all of them off.
Yeah, and we can take
So
care of
way
that.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a problem at all. Your archetype skills.
Skills.
All right. I can't find them right now, so we'll figure that out later. But you're
Yeah.
basically gonna we'll give you a +1 dice pool if it seems like it makes sense. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So take so you've filled out that full thing of damage. That is the old man. So the big hulky guy is on Brent. The old man is on Tom, and that means that it is now Tom's turn.
Tom's turn. He is going to take that scythe he has been walking around with, and he's going to try and take a slash at the old man who just slashed him.
Okay. So you have the scythe that's going to give you a +1 enhancement to any damage you roll.
Okay. And what would be my close combat, probably?
Yeah, close combat and might to hit with a melee weapon.
Worst fucking ever it is. Alright. 1 dice. One
Okay.
dice.
Oh yeah, Lupine, we're not concerned with continuity in this movie.
So I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and swing at him, and then I'm gonna overcorrect and just horrendously do almost a 360, endangering every single person around me. And then I'm just gonna be like, oh shit, this ain't A for me, and I'm gonna hand it off to, if I may, I'm gonna hand it off to Jacques, and then
Oh no, hand it off to Brent.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're like in a 3-line here. So I'm gonna hand it off to Jacques. Jacques gonna hand it to Brent, and I'm taking I am running for the back exit. See if there is a back exit.
A back exit.
Fine.
Okay.
Believe fine. As far as continuity goes, I've been slowly equipping more hockey gear as the sessions have been progressing.
So, I will let one pass off of the scythe happen now, but you're not able to like use it and then pass it off like each time. So, all right. So Brent, Tom realizes that the scythe is useless to him, and he kind of tosses it over to you after spinning aggressively in all directions with it. And it is your turn.
That's exactly the sound he makes too.
Me?
That was a fun trip. Brent, here you go.
And after you got kind of, hit with that bat, you now have this scythe in your hand to fight back with.
Sweet. Oh man. I realized in order to avoid this whole thing, could have used a trope.
Which trope?
Come on out, will ya? You've developed a keen sense for knowing when you're going to get jumped.
Oh.
Once per story, when you audibly challenge someone tracking you down or hiding in your vicinity. It might not have worked because the guy at the door wasn't tracking us down.
Probably could have made that work. I'm good. Oh, I like creative uses of powers.
So, what kind of role are you expecting of me for this weapon?
Close combat and might to swing a melee weapon.
Close combat and might. Okay, let me see here. So, I'm gonna use my trademark. You wouldn't survive in my world. And it gives me +2 to anything in close combat. And I can only use it once per story.
Okay.
Or scene? Story or
Trademarks are for stories.
Story. Okay. Let me mark that that's used.
Okay.
Alright, so does that give me +2 points or +2 die? Assuming dice, because +2 successes seems kind of overkill, overpowered.
This is your trademark, right?
Yes.
If the vote is successful, a player can add additional dice to their roll. Wait, that was whip, sorry.
I forget what trademarks do.
I'm sorry.
No. We need
You
to know.
gain additional 2 dice on the roll if it's successful. You
gain
directorial
control. That's it. So you're gonna get 2 extra dice on your die pool, and if you succeed, which means if you beat his defense roll, you're gonna gain directorial control, which we can also go over.
God, I love that sound. Sounds so good. All right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 3 successes.
All right, let's see if that is gonna work. Okay. He has a pretty good stamina.
No death.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Isn't dying our job?
Yes.
So, you take this scythe, and after Tom did like a whirlwind attack with it, and you run up and you swing, and the blade goes right into this guy's shoulder, like right where the arm meets the chest, like between the shoulder and the pectoral, and the blade goes in, and you know, he's holding the bat in one hand, and he's got this, you know, kind of weird, twisted, distorted face mask that's like kind of tight latex pulled around his head, and then like almost like stapled in at the back, and like sewn into his skin, and you can see that there's like these there's like a small eye hole and like a big eye hole that he's looking through, and he just kind of looks at you like in the eye, and puts his back kind of, you know, on the thing and pushes the blade back out, and he seems unaffected as blood runs down his chest, but he just shakes it off. However, you still get I'm still going to give you directorial control because you did use up your trademark. So while no damage, you have directorial control. This is our first time using it. Seizing the reins, directorial control. Your trademarks carry a potent advantage you can seize with your extra successes. We didn't get those, but we're going to say anyway, you did anyway. With directorial control, you alter the story directly, adding or subtracting details from the scene. Each extra success on a roll enhanced by your trademark may alter one detail. The past cannot be changed, a slasher's bloody axe cannot vanish as though it had never been, but it may become hopelessly lodged in a tree trunk. The change must make sense within the story, but may be quite improbable. Consider these examples. The first tome grabbed from a dusty bookshelf contains the vital information you're looking for. Police officers you're trying to convince has seen weird, inexplicable things before. The key to the haunted house's door was under the welcome mat. One of the monsters still has a spark of humanity remaining. So, and there's like 7, 8 more examples, but that's the idea. Like, as long as it makes sense within the scene, even a tiny, tiny bit, you can do it. Okay? And because you technically didn't succeed on this, I'm going to... Well, how many successes did you roll? Total?
Was that 2 or 3? I don't remember.
I think you rolled 3. So I'm going to give you 2 directorial controls. So you can change 2 things in this scene, because those were technically successes you rolled.
I don't know what it would count as, but like maybe him swinging at one of us and losing grip on the bat and it smashing into the other murderer.
Okay. We can do that for one.
Or is that too like OP?
No, it's just, you get one of these a story, right? So, like, make it big. That's one.
Yeah, then...
Anything else you'd like to change?
Oh.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any ideas?
I got an idea.
What is it? Spit it out, man.
Okay, so Steve, you said that he was wearing like something covering his face and he had 2 eye slits.
Mm-hmm.
when he does that swing, his mask gets turned around, so he's blinded temporarily.
Okay. Okay. All right. So that will go off on his next turn. In the meantime, well, actually, no, that'll happen now. So, using that directorial control, he pushes the blade off of his shoulder and he takes this, big swing. But again, with his arm, that's where you went for. You jump out of the way this time, expecting the blow to come. And as he kind of follows through, Tom and the older killer are struggling, and that bat smacks up against the back of the head of the old man fighting Tom, dealing
Much damage.
Dealing one less killer's worth of damage. Unless it's the first time he's ever been a killer before, then he's another killer, so it's one more killer's worth of damage.
I mean, who knows? Who's to say? All I know is it's going to be minus one person here very shortly.
All right, so you guys want to see how deadly this guy can actually be when I roll well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I rolled several 10s on that, and their blood has touched this weapon, so it's actually even more stronger than it was when it first swung at Brent. So this swing comes in, and he connects on the back of the head with this old guy, and he just takes out. You guys ever seen Scanners?
The watermelon?
The old man's head just turns into this really clear, bad latex, jelly-filled, like obvious dummy, like, just and the camera like cuts so it's like kind of at an, kind of straight on, and when this thing hits, the entire head just explodes, and just goopy red fake blood sprays everywhere, and it's one of those awesome 80s head explosions that you just don't get anymore.
We really don't.
And Tom, you are just covered in red corn syrup.
Oh, God.
Is barfing a free action?
Barfing is a free action.
Okay.
I will barf into whatever, like, because I'm assuming I'm facing him. I'm not just like it just comes out voluntarily. It's one of those ones that just like catches you by surprise. He's still standing up. He's looking at it. He's got this look of disgust on his face, and just straight into the head cavity.
God, Jesus.
That's exactly what I was hoping for.
Oh, okay. Jacques, it is your turn. The old creepy man is dead.
Yeah.
So now that there's blood spraying everywhere, Jacques is going to grab his hockey stick and get into that token stance, and the camera is going to just zoom in on his face, and he's going to say, oh yeah, it's on now.
Okay.
Is he really?
Does everyone approve of that quip?
We need votes from the cast. Was this an appropriate use of this quip?
I want really badly to punish you for this. I want so badly to say no, but it's so goddamn clever.
Nautilus says yes. Lupine says yes.
I'm saying yes.
Ambrose hates this so much.
And that proves that that's a yes.
I begrudgingly
Ambrose is just mad he didn't think of it first.
Yeah.
Shut up, Joker.
All right, let me get your
And
trademark
I am
roll.
now,
And
oh yeah, I
believe-
can trade. Can I trademark it too?
Oh, I didn't mean to say trademark. I meant to say quit. But you absolutely can trademark it if you want to use up a trademark in this scene.
I totally could, couldn't I?
If you wish to.
Yeah, because it's and that's 2 additional more dice, or was that 2 enhancements? I forget.
Trademark is 2 additional dice, and for each extra success, you are going to get directorial control.
Hey, I almost ran out of dice just now.
My gosh.
Yeah.
God, man.
So yeah, I will use my origin story trade or portion for close combat.
Okay.
And glorious. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 5 successes to hit him.
Okay.
How many stunts can he possibly purchase?
That is
I don't
true.
know.
You should look at stunts for this thing.
I'm immediately going to stuns.
I am assuming that you're going to dump that all into damage, but technically you don't have to.
I just love the fact that this Jason Voorhees on the baseball bat just comes walking in, and he's like, the first thing he does is crack bread. And then after that, he was like, you know what? Fuck the other serial killer in the room. It's a very definition of stop hitting yourself.
Oh. We'll have to do that.
Oh no, Steve found something fun.
All right. So, at this point in time, this person gets no successes. So he takes the full 5 damage. And you have 4 directorial controls. What are 4 slight changes you'd like to make to the scene?
Okay. So let's see. I'm looking directly at the stunts for combat.
Oh yeah, if so right now you have 5 total successes, which you can turn into 5 damage. But for each stunt you do, that would reduce the damage and do the other effect. So just consider that.
And I could just actually get rid of him because of doing 3 actually is a way of getting rid of him. But you know what?
What's the power you're referring to?
It's the actual close combat one, which is the daring, and I overwhelm him with my wicked coolness and basically embarrass him into running away. The exact wording on it is daring. Can you do this? Your maneuver is so unspeakably cool that you put your enemy to shame. Choose a single enemy that must leave the scene immediately in shame for not living up to your standards of fighting.
This fucking toothpick from Quebec.
So
walks up to this bodybuilder.
So can I do that one?
Sure.
So what I'm going to do is and the third point is going to go straight into damage.
Sure.
Or fourth.
So
So
it's 3 for that stunt, right?
3 for that stunt and 1
So-
extra damage.
So 2 damage total and the stun.
2 damage total,
Yep.
and then the stun.
Gotcha.
And so what Jacques is going to do is Jacques is going to go up to him and with the hockey stick, just jab him right in his gut so that he doubles over, grab him by the back of the shirt and lift it over top of his head in perfect hockey style, and just start going to town on him.
Oh yeah.
Until he is with the shirt still over top of his head, that goes onto the floor, and then just backs out because he is utterly confused and does not know how he went from being lording over 3 smaller adults with weapons to I just killed my buddy and I got my shirt thrown. Oh, I'm confused and beaten, and I need to run away now.
Okay. Some of that happens.
Okay,
So,
that's
you
fair.
pull the shirt over, you wail on him, and you actually drop the elbow on him, and for a little bit it seems like he actually goes down. And
That's how we do it in Quebec, eh?
And he cracks that joke, and all of you kind of look at him, and there's a little bit of oh man, oh, we did it. But instead of the he runs away, he gets away, but it's that shot of he was there, you look at each other, you look back, and he's gone.
What the fuck, guys? What the fuck?
I did not know that we were fighting magic.
Whoa, we 3. Oh god. Okay, so that means
Did
there's
you
the
check for
one.
bats?
Well,
I mean,
hold on.
He could be a vampire.
Hold on, we got. Oh wait, they live with the guy who killed Miss Langenkamp. The guy whose head is exploded over.
Oh god,
The guy whose head is exploded over there.
that's a lot of
then-
blood.
And then
Yeah. Here, come here, Jacques. Come here.
Hold on.
I'm
And
gonna
then
get
we've
close.
got the-
I'm gonna start
get the-
slow walking to Jacques.
we've got the
He looks like he's gonna
guys,
fall over.
3
And
killers.
and I would catch Jacques. It falls over. Or slap him on the face. Say, wake up, buddy. You got it. We gotta get up.
I
Keep
can
going.
still play, coach. I can still.
Yeah, you gotta go. Smacks him on the cheek. And when Jacques comes to, the first thing he sees, because I haven't cleaned off, is brain matter and blood looking down at him, dripping on him probably.
At which point, Jacques is going to just.
Okay, Brett, I think this is your problem. I might have misunderstood the situation.
Okay, there's.
Do you want a hug too? Come on.
No, don't
big
fucking
man.
touch me, man.
Let's get the
I will
hell out of
hurl.
here.
I'm gonna Ralph all over you. Hold on.
Hold on for what? What you want Jacques to pass out again? We can make that happen.
No. Okay, step the fuck outside. I've had a revelation.
First idea. Let's go to the police house. Let's just go.
No, listen. There's been one guy killed Mrs. Langenkamp. Miss? Whatever. Anyway, she's dead. It's
Langenkamp.
fine.
So
Whatever.
dead. Yeah, she's so dead we didn't even remember her name.
Okay, but listen. And then the second serial killer that got his head exploded. And then the third who was
Yeah, and I
just the
puked straight
fucking
into that hole.
weird. Yeah, I don't. What?
I am not proud of it. You can see puke in that. That's not his puke. That's mine. Just straight in there. Just.
So while this conversation is going on,
Yes.
you guys don't notice that Jacques has started to just half faint his way to the front door
Mm-hmm.
so that he can open the front door and get some fresh air.
Jacques, I'm coming.
Okay,
I'm giving them a minute to see if they want to notice.
that's yeah.
Oh, I'm literally like going behind Jacques.
Are you guys gonna stop me from opening the front door?
You're going back in the house?
Why would we?
No, y'all
No.
are still in the living
Yeah,
room.
we're in the house. We never left the house.
Oh yeah, no. Leave time. Leave time.
Yeah. So, oh,
Oh, I
Jack's
can't.
probably got a good blood splatter on his mask now too.
Yeah.
He does. Wow.
So yeah, Jacques is then
And-
going to open the front door.
And Tom is going to take this opportunity and reference this amazing movie that he has never seen or heard of.
Sure.
And he's going to go out in the middle of the front yard because you either laugh or you cry about this sort of shit. And, you know, he has to function, so he's going to laugh about it. He takes a bow, the most flourish, the best flourish he can give. Just a... And then he stands up as straight as he can, one hand on his stomach, the other hand behind his back, and he looks at Jacques straight in the face, covered in blood, half cocks his head, smiles, and goes, "Why so serious?"
What? I don't get it.
I don't know, it's a reference. It's a good reference, too. It was awesome. I mean, seriously though, Jacques, are you
breathe.
okay?
Breathe,
Like, I
Jacques,
don't
you've
have time to clean
seen-
this off. So, are you done with your shock, or are we just gonna stand here and be in shock for a little while?
You've seen blood on the ice before.
Yeah.
Never brain matter though, and he picks a little bit off his head.
God
We're
damn it,
assuming never
Joker.
seen that and throws.
Jacques is now going to puke on Joker.
God. Oh gosh. Okay.
So much puke.
All right.
everywhere.
So we are covered now in a variety of bodily fluids. You are sitting in the front yard collecting yourself from one hell of a night. The stress and like the adrenaline and everything of what you've just gone through, your various wounds. Has anyone not taken damage this evening?
You're
I'm gonna-
muted.
All right. So, your various wounds are all kind of catching up to you. But that is when you see the headlights turn down the end of the road and starts coming down the street. So remember, so the house would have been coming, the house you left originally was, like, we'll say east. And so the car that tagged you, right, was going from east to west, so driving away from the house that you were in. Well, now this car is driving back west to east, so going back
Dive.
towards.
Yeah.
Dive
Going-
into the bushes
diving,
or something.
yeah, exactly. I'm taking Jacques with me, no matter how many times he pukes at me.
I help.
The car, in a pretty expedient manner, but not like dangerously, is coming down the road. And as it gets close, you can see it starts slowing down and turning into the driveway that leads to this house you're currently at. The two killers' house. And as it gets close, headlights are pulling in, they're shining, they're very bright, they're overwhelmingly bright. Like, they are designed to just kind of blast everything. You're kind of like looking and you're looking, but you see the big grill on the front of it, and then blue and red lights turn on. And it is a local police car.
Shut
Oh,
the fuck up, Brent. No. No.
wh-
I'm
why
covered in
not?
blood. I am covered in fucking blood. There's a dead man in the house. They're gonna think we did it.
One of the cops gets out and kind of looks and sees, the state of the house, and starts kind of like hovering his way up to the front door. You're muted, Jock.
We need to
Jock is
leave.
going to make a break for
We need
it.
to fucking leave.
I'm not muted. Am I?
Not anymore.
Okay. Jacques is going to make a break for the cops.
Like to run towards them?
Oh, yes.
Oh, gosh. Okay. All right, here we go. So, you
Can I
make a
break
break
off
for the
other way? It's
cops.
like,
You run towards them. I'm assuming in your mind for their assistance.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And describe how you look, though, at the moment.
I am currently carrying a bloodied hockey stick, wearing a mask that has a nice amount of blood probably on one side, or maybe in just a nice little spray pattern across the face. Yeah. And those too tight short shorts. Yeah. Looks kind of like I'm wearing
oh my god.
yeah.
You're cross between a Ken doll and a serial killer.
Yeah. And I'm running towards them at full speed. And I'm trying to make sensible words, but all it comes out as is
Runs at the cops. Oh my god. All right.
It's a good thing it's the 80s and not the 2000s, or else I'd have already been shot.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
you're probably still going to get shot.
no, we're gonna... So, okay. So,
Oh no. God. Josh.
So Jacques, you run at that and you have that kind of moment of like, ah! And the cop is obviously startled, obviously kind of taken off guard. And he kind of like stops and he's just like, stop! Oh, stop! And like, as you are running towards him, eventually he's just kind of like, and kind of runs at you and you kind of meet in this tackle.
Can, before the tackle happens,
Yes.
can Brent
Yes.
run up, wrap an arm around Jacques' shoulder, and go, "Hey, Copper, see something you like?" And I would like to kind of diffuse the situation with that quip
Okay.
somehow.
Somehow.
I don't know, like manipulation or composure, integrity. I don't know.
You know what? We can do composure and what skill do you think that would be? How like
Probably-
your tone? What is your tone? Like you're mocking or just kind of like trying to get a laugh?
Is that like persuasion?
Yeah, I was thinking persuasion, even though I have no dots in it, but
Okay, yeah.
Do you have dots in humanities?
Not humanity.
no.
I'm good with
I
persuasion.
don't mind rolling just composure.
Or larceny? You're trying to lie to cops. Well, you're trying to deal with cops.
I do have a dot in larceny, but I don't know. Persuasion seems to fit it better.
Okay.
And then I don't know that. So that was a quip.
So yeah, vote from the quip. Did anyone think that this was a good use?
Absolutely.
All right.
100%.
All right.
What
So
does that do for me again?
you're gonna get a +1 enhancement, I think, at this point, right?
Yeah, +1 to your roll.
+1 die.
Yes.
Okay, +1 die.
One success.
Okay. All you needed for this, right? Okay. So,
Is it?
yeah. Like, so Jacques is running up doing his arms flailing, blah, blah, killer mask and everything. And the cop is kind of running to tackle because he's unsure what's going on. But you, like, Jacques, you kind of feel Brett, like, grab you and cracks his line. And the cop just kind of stops and it's like, just a bunch of kids?
Yeah, we were at a party and he'll recite the address that they were told that the party was at. Yeah, it was good. Like we were coping. Yeah, that's what this is. Uh-huh. Yep. Sup? You're out past curfew, cop.
No, you're out past curfew.
No, you're out past curfew.
All right. Who's this under the mask? And he walks up to Jacques and he kind of goes to take your mask off. Do you stop him? Like,
He's standing there with that. Inside.
He's having a panic attack. He had an edible.
Dead inside. Dead inside.
someone's
He's feeling dead inside from that edible. Isn't that great?
all right. You two stay. You two come here. And he kind of like, he's like, what's going on here?
Well, we were just at that party up at Recite's address.
Then why are you here? This.
Oh shit, we're at the wrong place. oh man. So like when we left the party, this guy like told us to come over to his house and he'd like help us have more of a party, and like he did just horrible things, and like it's that house over there, and points at the direction where the murdered sheriff is.
All right, you punk, stop talking. You. He points at Jacques. What's going on?
At this point, Jacques is going to look to Brent, like, but weren't we supposed to tell him? Like, not saying it, kind of like the.
We're telling him about the perv that lives at that house over there. And Brent will kind of like wink at you.
Yeah. Bad place over. Bad place over there.
Bad place. All right. You two wait here. I'm going to get answers. I'm just going to check, make sure everyone's okay here. And he starts walking towards the door. Go ahead, Joker.
When he like dismisses these two, and I've been trying to think of what I can do. Like, I can fucking run away, maybe. But I think this is much. So he gets out of the bush and he goes, Steve, right? And he kind of puts his hands up.
Officer?
Oh, come on, Steve. I've known you since you were 16.
How many more of there are you?
Steve. Just me. Just me. And I know what this looks like. Frankly, my friend's an idiot. But would you like to know where Chief is?
That's out of character. That's totally what I was trying to point him to.
Yeah, that's why I agreed.
I know, that's what. Well, I'm just cutting to the chase.
What do you mean where Chief is?
Have you been in contact with him tonight? He was out on his own, wasn't he?
Just out on patrol, driving around, catching kids like you out past curfew.
Well,
You're out past curfew.
Shut up, punk!
We heard a disturbance down the road, and Chief was at the house.
You heard a disturbance, and you saw Chief at the house.
Well, we came from that direction, And yes, we saw him, and there was a disturbance at the house.
All right. So, Officer Steve,
And we
over at Mrs.
Langenkamp's. Langenkamp.
Over at Mrs. Langenkamp's, we saw the chief go in, but we didn't see him go out, but we think he's still there.
Langenkamp's house.
Yeah.
He looks at the house that you're at, and he kind of like glances around. And he's like, "All right, in the car now." And he's walking back towards the squad car. 3 of you, all now. Let's go.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Aw.
I get in the back.
And I will climb my booty shorts in.
Careful, Jacques. Your butt cheeks might stick to the seat.
God damn it, Brent. Even I think that's some bad taste. Let's go.
So Officer Steve gets into the car, puts it in drive, and pulls away from the killer house and drives towards Langenkamp's house.
Another killer house. Pulls away from the killer's house to drive to the killer's house.
So it took you, 20 minutes, half an hour to walk this far, which is only a couple of minutes of a drive. So, in just a few minutes, he just kind of says, "All right, so any of y'all want to give me a clear answer as to what the hell's going on?" Last chance. Because if I get, if y'all are pulling my leg or pulling some shit,
Look.
I'm gonna be really upset.
Okay, officer, look. You're not gonna believe us, but I'm gonna tell you everything. Okay? I'm
Let's
not
hear it.
drunk.
Let's hear it.
So the
Okay.
aliens.
Wait, shut up, Joker. Officer, look, we went to Miss Langenkamp's house on a dare. We wanted to see if we could find any evidence of the murderer, or maybe even catch the murderer returning to the scene of the crime. I snuck in the basement, got caught on a metal shelf. We ended up in the basement, and we heard something upstairs. This guy comes down and locks us in the basement. Then the sheriff, we hear him come to the door.
My pants are down there.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you will find.
Stay
John's
on point, please.
Anyway,
He looks back.
okay.
What?
It's a
Never
long.
mind that.
It's a long story. Look, you can verify your story that way, unless the murderer
Brett,
removed
point.
the pants.
Point.
Okay, look. Okay, so the guy murdered the sheriff, shoved him down the basement. We escaped out of the basement. We went and knocked on a door to get to a phone to call the cops, but the door that we went to was another murderer. And he and his friend tried to kill us. They didn't have a phone. And so you found us escaping. That is actual blood on Jacques, because the one killer hit the other killer in the head and his head exploded, and Tom barfed in the body.
All right, enough. Tired.
I knew you wouldn't believe me.
Well, if we get here and anything you say is true, I'll believe you.
What if you end up dead?
We kind of have a
We gotta
what,
trust
a
somebody
plague of
sometimes.
killers.
Yeah. That's one
No,
of the
but
ones,
okay, look, if you go there and you end up dead and we're trapped in the back of this car, the guy's gonna kill us, okay?
Did Mrs.
You
Langenkamp
We
have
don't
a
have a
boyfriend
re-
or anything?
Kids. I know that Miss Langenkamp's death was rough, and I know it's got your minds running, but there are no serial killers here. Someone did a crime, and we're gonna catch him. This place is not
There's no
plagued.
serial killers. That's breakfast. We're talking about people.
Canadians.
Damn it.
And he turns the last corner to Langenkamp's house. He pulls up, parks by the curb, kind of street parks in front of the house, puts it up into park. This is the house? Langenkamp's, right?
Point at the window. That's the window. Yep, seems like it.
Okay. Stay here. He gets out of the car, makes his way up the drive, goes to the front door.
Dies immediately.
Knock, knock, knock. Door opens. There's a man in the front door. You are in the squad car. You cannot hear this conversation.
I got a good look at his face this way, though, right?
Ooh, it's a pretty far away. You're in the back of a squad car, which is usually tinted. It's night. It's gonna be tough to see him.
Like, we're in my favor, though, if I may. Like, the front windshield usually isn't tinted, and that's what we'll be looking out of to see into the.
Are we trapped in the back?
Into the like I'm picturing this as like a 45-degree angle, so we could kind of like crane our necks and look out the front windshield.
So
Are we? Wait, do we have the grate between? Because I don't think that was introduced until a certain year. The grate between the rear and the front. Like, what kind of patrol car is this?
I mean, yeah, it has like a. It's not like what we have now, but there is a separator kind of between the front and the back.
Poop. I was gonna say, grab a flashlight from up front, flash it, ooh, or turn on the lights and the siren.
How many writer's dice do you have?
I still have my hockey stick. Can I poke it through and press the buttons?
We're gonna say for this particular scene, you had to put all of your stuff in the trunk. I don't think you're gonna have a hockey stick in the back of a squad car.
Well, he didn't exactly frisk me, which is good because
for a rewrite die, there could be no divider between you and the front.
Okay.
I'm all right with that.
Okay.
Done.
All right. So there's no divider between you and the front, but I want to repaint the scenario, right? You've come to the house. He street parked in front of the house, which means the side of the car is facing the house.
But since we can get to the front, we can roll down the window a little bit.
Exactly.
There you go. Absolutely.
And then we can flash the whirly birds so that we have even more light.
Okay. All right. So that's what you do.
Yeah.
Well, if we don't have enough light from the regular just rolling down the window, then yeah, let's flash them whirly birds.
Okay. You flash the lights. You climb up to the front. You flash. Everyone takes a look out of the window. You get a better look at this person's face who is talking to Officer Steve. I need everyone to give me let's do cunning and culture.
Oh yeah, that's a whole 2 dice. I'm very cunning.
1 success.
God.
That's
Please.
2 successes.
2.
Double 9.
Okay. So to the 2 people who rolled 2 successes, you can see that the person who is talking to the officer, he's got a smile on his face. He's well put together. He's, like, yeah, no, of course, come on, and he's just like, oh, no. It's like, And then the officer walks past him into the house. And as soon as the officer passes, that just goes... and looks.
Honking the horn.
But it's when the face goes cold. You remember this face. It's the man from the candlelight vigil who never blinked, whose face never shifted, who just was putting laser beams through Langenkamp's portrait. Same man. And just his smiling disposition, his invitational sort of like posture. Again, as soon as that cop is out of his sightline, just goes dead again. And he looks at the car. He sees the lights turn on. And you can see that he looks past the windows. Each of you think he's making eye contact with you. And he steps back and closes the door. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Terrific way, Steve, for you not have an NPC named Steve.
Could I not do that?
No. The fact that you got rid of him so easily is a credit to your storytelling.
Oh. Well, we'll see if he... I mean, y'all are right there. He's not dead yet.
You give us credit. Any credit.
How you doing, Devin? You have a little look on your face.
You're gonna kill Steve.
How's Ambrose feel?
Check in with Ambrose. How are you?
But see, you should be killing Carl because Carl doesn't like Jacques.
Carl. That kills people, Carl. Sorry, the clip in my head. It's a great show. Great show.
Ambrose, check in. You doing okay?
Everyone's a killer or dead.
Yeah. There are only two options.
Murdering kills
in a world
people.
of killer and dead.
Well, this is the big kind of, you know, with your horror movies, especially of this era, you tend to slow roll out the first, you know, half an hour, 40 minutes, and then boom, killing starts. Or, you know, you get a big kill up front, and then, you know, your next one doesn't come until pretty significantly in. But yes, quick disclosure behind the curtain. The two killers that popped up, those were a Friday the 13th special. So just wanted to throw a couple of vengeful killers in. Although the baseball bat wielder may make a return if we, you know, depending on how things go. But for now, the man in Langenkamp's house is definitely your focus. That is the person who is most directly connected. The other one was just a nice little spicy Friday the 13th extra flavor. All right.
I do love the fact that just on like the drop of a dime, you're willing to put Jason Voorhees and have him equipped with a Negan bat. That was a nice nod. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Excellent use of stuns, excellent use of trademarks, excellent use. You're getting better. We're getting, you know, more accustomed to the powers, things like that, and you know, so it's just good to see that stuff flowing. You know, so awesome, really good stuff. All right, so it is intermission for our players, and the evil that lurks in their small town subside for now. If this tale of campy horror grabbed your interest, this is the wrong song.
I love it. It's just it subsides for now.
For now.
He will come back to stab them.
If this tale of campy horror grabbed your interest, please follow Vorpal Tales on social media to discover your next awesome adventure or terrifying tale, or, a little bit of both. You can also find us at vorpaltales.com for calendars, retelling, and more. Constant state of making our website better, reshaping it. Space Lord Pajamas puts a ton of work into that thing. So, also, if you liked our role-playing, please consider checking out our Patreon, which has several tiers of exclusive games, including D&D campaign featuring The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, run by Patty Shakes, Changeling the Lost? Dreaming? Lost. Changeling the Lost, run by our very own Changeling, Changeling, and also Call of Cthulhu Horror on the Orient Express, run by Stolen Fires and including me as a player. So those are currently being recorded, edited, and will be up on our Patreon for your viewing pleasure very soon. We have about 3 episodes each, for give or take, for those shows. They're about ready to go up. So, players, it has been a pleasure telling the story with you this evening. Please remind those at home of your name, your handle, and where they can find you online and all the cool stuff that you do.
So, in order to exit, I have a special request from someone to do ASMR Ambrose. ASM Ambrose. ASM Ambrose. Anyway.
It sounds dirty.
Hey everybody, I'm Ambrose. My pronouns are he or they. You can find me all over the internet as Am Changeling, and you can find me on Etsy at Thornkind. You can find me playing again Saturday evening in Mage Vastation Regeneration, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, as Gabriel. It has been a pleasure playing with you this evening.
And while we all cool down from that, I am
Yeah,
Devin.
just cool
You
down.
can find me online at Sorta Sullied, and I will not be making ASMR voice. You can find me next time on Monday for Strahd Revisioned, which is no longer Strahd. It's
Stradette.
Sonia.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know her name.
Sonia revamped.
Genderbent Strahd. I'm down for it. And then this is me. AM Changeling. Oh wait, no, it's J3 Billion, otherwise known as John. And I have not gotten requests for ASMR J3 Billion. However, I shall do anyway. I hope you all had a good night, and I appreciate the time you spent here with us. Thank you. And next week, you find me, same bad time, same bad place, with a lot of emotional stabbing. Have a good night, everyone.
But what about the physical stabbing?
That's left for real serial killers. We emotionally stab here at Vorpal Tales.
And with that, my name is Steve. You can find me on the internet at Voodoo Arcade. And, oh, God. I'm on the internet at Voodoo Arcade. My pronouns are he, him. And sorry for all of the beeping. Program won't stop. Sorry. Y'all can't hear it. I and everyone listening
Nope.
can.
Oh,
So,
Sorry.
I'm not sure why that's happening, so we'll get it fixed.
I don't remember. Did we do favorites in this one?
No, we're not doing favorites. However, everyone at home, if you wish to cast a vote for your favorite by the time the stream ends, or in the chat over on Discord, you can join the They Came From Camp Murder Lake chat. We have a special channel for it. Talk about it, favorite moments, favorite player, and you can give your favorite a +1 enhancement if you wish to. Okay, our shared data service is just updating like hell, so I can't stop that. Alright guys, thank you so much for everyone watching. We can't thank you enough for staying up for our horror movie night. And with that, don't go in the woods alone. don't fall asleep, and don't go to the second house filled with killers. Sleep tight.
Go to the third one.
No, go back to the first.